Good morning, everyone.
I didn't. Other people.
I'm Gail Saunders, president of Richland Community College, and we have a very special day planned for Richland Community College and for the Farm Progress Show and for Decatur, Illinois tomorrow. Governor Quinn and honored guests, thank you so much for being here today to recognize an individual that was a tremendous proponent of agriculture and education, our Emmett Sefton. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize several of our Richland Community College Board of Trustee members who served with Emmett. Dale Coley, Richland Community College Board of Trustees Chairman, Bruce Campbell, Richland Community College Board Vice Chairman, Randy Prince, David Cooprider, Tom Ritter, and Wayne Dunning. And I think Emmett was watching out for Richland Community College when he sent Tom Ritter our way. Tom is Richland's newest Board of Trustee member and also a farmer. Another great friend of Richland Community College is Illinois Director of Agriculture Bob Fleiter. And the Director of Environmental Protection Agency, Lisa Bonnet, is with us today. A former Richland Chairman Board and Director of the Illinois State Fair, Amy Bleefnick, and former Board Secretary of the Richland Community College Trustees, Tim Dudley, who has been integral in making today a reality. Most importantly,
Thanks, Tim.
Most importantly, I want to extend a sincere welcome to the members of the Sefton family. Several of them are up on stage here with me this afternoon. Joanne, Emmett's wife, Sharon Jenkins, his daughter, Steve Sefton, his son and daughter-in-law Georgia, and all of Emmett and Joanne's grandchildren, as well as other family members and close friends of the family. Welcome all of you here today. Emmett was a lifelong farmer, and as such, he believed in agriculture and understood the importance of agriculture in Illinois' economy, and for that matter, the global economy. He also knew that education was a key component in creating vibrant agricultural communities. Emmett spent a good deal of off-farm time advocating for just those two issues that were so near and dear to his heart. And because of Emmett Sefton's passion, both agriculture and education were well served. I would like to welcome the Governor of the State of Illinois, Pat Quinn, to the podium to honor Emmett's memory in a way only a governor can.
That's right. I want to thank Gail and the whole Richland Community College community for your commitment to the Farm Progress Show. I don't believe we'd be here today without Emmett. He worked really on behalf of all of us in Illinois to bring this wonderful show, this opportunity to show the world about Illinois agriculture and Midwest agriculture, to bring all these folks together. And I was told as I was walking over that 57 countries are represented here. We have a grain tour of many countries that are our customers when it comes to our exports. And it's so important that we have the kind of 21st century machinery, much of it made in Illinois, that helps us harvest our crops and plant our crops. It's so important that we commit ourselves to agriculture in a sustainable way, and that's really what Emmett believed in all of his life. He understood how important agriculture is to our state of Illinois, that our number one industry by far is our agriculture and our agribusiness. And I walked over with Phil Nelson of the Farm Bureau, and we really do appreciate every man and woman who's part of our Illinois agriculture. We want to say thank you to helping feed our state, feed our country, indeed feed the whole world. And I think our recent state fair that had record attendance, we had the best attendance in the past decade. I want to thank Amy Bleefnick from Macon County for making that possible, and Bob Fleiter, our Director of Agriculture. We were blessed with good weather and lots of good people who I think understood when they came to the state fair that it begins and it really ends with our Illinois agriculture. That's how it started in 1853, and that's why we are here in the 21st century, the sons and daughters and the grandsons and granddaughters of men and women who built our Illinois agriculture, and we owe them a permanent debt of gratitude. And I think it's important that we are gathered here today with Emmett's family because Emmett really believed in the ethic of service. I did not have the honor of knowing him in life, but reading about his life, his purposeful life, a life that not only involved the vocation of agriculture, but he also understood that getting involved with the community college, getting involved in bringing the Farm Progress Show here on a regular basis, this was part of giving back to the community. That service to others is the rent we pay for our place on God's earth. And I want to tell Joanne and the entire Sefton family, we appreciate Emmett and the Sefton family. And I brought here today a proclamation from the people of Illinois, really, from the heart of the people of our state. We have 13 million people in Illinois. We're one of the largest states in the Union. We are, when it comes to agriculture, #1. And we understand how important it is to honor the men and women of agriculture who promote how important this vocation is to all of us. So I brought this today on behalf of the people of Illinois. This is the first day of the Farm Progress Show. I was on WSOY this morning, Joanne, and I talked about your husband and his purposeful and dedicated life and his family. And thank you very much for the values you've given your family and your grandchildren. As long as the Sefton family is with us, our Illinois agriculture is in good hands. And without further ado, on behalf of everyone in Illinois, thank you, Emmett. Our faith teaches us we will see Emmett again. Thank him for all the things he did for all the people of Illinois. And Joanne, thank you very much on behalf of the people of our state.
Thank you, Governor Quinn. I am just sure that Emmett is grinning from ear to ear about this proclamation. If we can imagine him at the great elevator above, sharing a pot of coffee with his fellow farmers, I'm sure he's just ornery enough to brag just a little bit about having just received a very special day named after him. One of Richland's newest senators also knew Emmett and asked if he could honor him in a special way as well. So at this time, I would like to introduce Senator Chapin Rose to present an Illinois Senate honorary.
Welcome. Glad you're here today. Truthfully, Emmett Sefton was maybe the first person I met when I announced my intention to run, and we're at the Macon County Farm Bureau breakfast, and he came over, and the phrase "never met a stranger" is absolutely Emmett Sefton. I want to take just a brief minute. We have a Senate resolution here honoring his life, and for those of you in the crowd who maybe didn't know him, just a few things that made him such an incredible person for this community and for our entire state. Emmett Sefton was born on March 6, 1932 in rural Mount Zion. He served in the United States Air Force during the Korean War and married Joanne in 1954. Emmett Sefton worked as a farmer for over 51 years, and I just talked to his son. This is a centennial farm here in Macon County, and it's something that personifies Illinois agriculture at its best. He served on many agriculture-related boards, including, of course, the Macon County Farm Bureau, where he was president from 1979 to 1985, the Corn Growers Board, the Heritage Grain Elevator Board, the American Soybean Board. He traveled to Japan and Taiwan promoting Illinois agriculture and the agriculture of the United States of America. He was a member of the Farm Service Agency, and of course, he was involved in bringing the Farm Progress Show to Decatur. Emmett contributed his community through numerous civic organizations. He was a member of the First Lutheran Church, the Dalton City American Legion Post, the 4-H Youth Council, the Masonic Lodge, the Ansar Shrine, the Royal Order of Jesters, and the Mount Zion Lions Club Citizen of the Year. And he was never home. Yeah, that's right. And he was a farmer. That's right. On behalf of the Illinois Synod, we want to thank you for sharing your husband and your father with the rest of us. He was a great citizen and just an incredible guy. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Rose. When Emmett began his term on the Richland Community College Board of Trustees in 2009, we got to know his family pretty well, and particularly Sharon, as she usually accompanied Joanne to the airport to see our Emmett off once again to go to Washington, D.C. to visit legislators with us. Sharon, I welcome you to the podium to say a few words.
Passion was agriculture. He loved it. He loved his family, his community. He loved being on boards and knowing people, and we really appreciate all this honor and all of you people out there. And as she said, he never knew a stranger, and he loved to talk to everybody, and we're just very honored. And we miss you, Dad.
Going to ask his son, Steve Sefton, to please come and say a few words as well.
Thank you. On behalf of the Sefton family, this is sure quite an honor. He much deserved it. As you can tell, he was busy over the years. The one thing he never did forget, he farmed out there, and he was always there. Even though I was covering for him most times, when there was work to be done, he was there. So, thank you very much.
What a special time this has been as we can honor and celebrate the memory of a farmer who was wise beyond his years. Thank you, Governor Quinn. Thank you, Senator Rose. Thank you, Joanne and family, for sharing such a wonderful man with all of us. Please enjoy the rest of the Farm Progress Show this week, but let's particularly enjoy Emmett Sefton Day tomorrow.